Allison, I was a bread salesman with Freihofers for 5 years. And during those 5 years, I had an excellent reputation with all the people on the route. But there was one outstanding case I'll always remember. I had this little boy on Harley Street who was in a wheelchair and he had spinal difficulty. And his mother told me he wasn't expected to live more than till he was 13 or 14 years old. Well, every day when I would go to the house, he would start a talk with me and tell me about the truck I had wasn't the truck I should have, that I should get a Rio truck. That truck there is an old truck. I said, Billy, I said, I can't help it. I said, that's the truck the bakery gives me, and that's the truck I have to use. Well, you tell that bakery that they want to get you a Rio truck. It's a better truck. So every day I would talk to the boy, and we'd talk about different things and all. And I have, for a few years, every day that I would go up there, he would talk to me and all. And his father got out of work. And I said to his mother, because she would buy something every day from me, I said, Mrs. Osmond, I said, I hate to bring the basket up because I said, I know your husband's out of work. And I said, I don't know whether you can afford these things or not. And she said, Paul, she said, you bring that basket up because she says, you coming and talking to Billy every day, that's the highlight of his day. And I said, well, that's up to you, Mrs. Osmond, but I just want you to know you don't have to buy something every day. And she says, Paul, you just keep coming. And I said, every day I would come and talk to Billy and all. And I said, then I decided that I was going to leave Freihofer's after 5 years and go with the Board of Education for a job. Well, I was at the Board of Education around 2 years, and I get a phone call one night, and the phone call was, Paul, this is Mrs. Osmond. She says, I wanted you to know that our Billy passed away, and he's being laid out at a funeral home on Wyoming Avenue. And she said, Billy thought the world of you, and she talked about you different times over the years, even though you weren't here. I said, well, I sure appreciate you giving me a call and letting me know this, Mrs. Osmond. And I went to the florist, and I ordered a little heart of flowers, and I sent it to the funeral home, and I went to see Billy laid out. And I said, there in his casket, at the foot of his casket, was my little heart of flowers. And I said, of all the things I'd done with Freihofer's as a bakery, and of all my years I spent there, I'll always remember little Billy Osmond.